All right. So I'm picking out my signatures for my 4 junk journals here. I figure I'm better off picking out what I want on it now rather than waiting till later. These are beautiful. Oh, this was another printout from Calico Collage. I think, in all reality, it's going to be a Calico Collage junk journal kit, but, or not junk journal kits, but what I like to call design team project, even though I know she does not necessarily have me in her design team or anything, and it's only for personal use or small commercial use, and I figure I might as well keep the trim on them if I can. So that was that. And then I wanted to add these coffee dyed papers to them. And I personally, I don't like going off and making them all a certain way or anything else like that. So I just pick out my signatures first and go from there. And I pick out a ton. I don't just pick out a few for each of them. I don't like being specific. Necessarily with them. But these are some that my daughter's coffee dyed papers. Next for something else. Now, I thought this would be fun. Some antique-ish papers. I didn't really decide on what ones where or anything else. I just, vintage papers I thought would be fun to add to it. I think this is from a Better Home and Gardens. And because Anna Green Gables is a book and she has imagination, I figure add some of this stuff to it. Just random book pages. And I always think of this type of thing, you know, Afghans, when doing these books, so I figured, why not add some Afghan patterns to it. I wanted some music pages, kids music though, not adults. Because again, Anna Green Gables, you think of kid stuff. Alright. And I have some scrapbooking paper and it's kind of random. There's going to be 2 signatures in that one, so figure some of these ones with 2 signatures in it, put a little bit more scrapbooking paper. And add some random pages to these. And I might just use that for with ephemera. More coffee dyed paper. This is coffee dyed graph paper actually. But you wouldn't think that. some more coffee dyed craft paper. And I might just somehow cut these in half and then stick them in glass too, just because no point in not doing that. Why waste the paper if I don't have to? And this is more of the papers my daughter drew on markers, and then she added water to them, and she was just having so much fun. It wasn't really coffee dyeing, it was playing with markers and finding out the effect of water towards the markers, and then cutting out you know, it was just fun. Very, very fun. So now I'm going to take all these papers that I decided that it's going to go in each journal, and one at a time cut them out to make them look according to cue. But I'm going to set each one of these aside and just work on one at a time. So I'm going to do one for sure in front of you, and then the rest of them I might just do behind closed doors a little bit. I don't know. But let's go by this. So 6 by, let's see, by 7.5, I think would be a good number. So, as long as this is, how about we do 5.5 by 7. So, we're gonna stick this underneath here. And I'm of course keeping all my scraps for ephemera. So you know what? I'm gonna do 8. And I'm just gonna stick the signatures in as I'm doing this. But some of them, like this one, I might just leave it so it's a flip out. I like doing it that way. So. It's at 99%. It takes forever. If anybody tells you it don't take long to download YouTube videos, I think they're nuts. Just saying. Now this is the one I went towards according to size, so let's see how it goes. Yeah, that will fit rather perfectly. Again, I think it's a good idea to have children's book pages and stuff like that in it. So. Eight. By 6. By 6. And actually, you know what? I don't know. Just because that edge is all wonky. There we go. But I'm definitely enjoying this. I do enjoy doing stuff like this. I don't like doing everything the same every single time. It makes life boring. You know what? I'm just gonna cut off this end. New color, good. Cut that off. Cut this this off. And I figure if I can cut it all off pretty close on both sides, I'm doing pretty good. And it ain't like it matters with this bunch. So there we go. Now we have a chance to put in our signature, and what I use as a backdrop is wallpaper actually. I found this old antique wallpaper in somebody's, I want to say at Goodwill a long time ago, and it works well for what I use it for as a tabletop, because I don't like that gray junky tabletop that looks like, you know, just, yeah, I don't like junk or tabletops like that, so. This one's going to be the first one. And I'm not going to put my signature in just yet, because I might just want to add, I don't know if I want to add fabric on the sides of any of this, but I might. So I'm going to go get my paper clips quick and decide where I'm going to stick them. I have tons of packaging of paper clips from Shopko, so might as well use them, right? And again, I'm just going to use my sewing machine, which is actually off to the side of my desk, but at the current moment I don't really feel like trying to get my sewing machine going. So figure pick out the fabric, cut it out, get it ready to go. This way, when it's time to put it in, I can do that tonight when I'm getting ready for bed or something. I mean, I just paper clip it in so I know where it's at and everything. This one, I kind of want these pieces. Ain't that cool? Kind of cute pattern, huh? It picks up that red so well. And again, I'm probably going to be stitching these in, so I want to make sure they're as cute as possible, but at the same time, doing different things. I'm adding 3. Of them in on each side of the signature, just to add a little bit more bulk to the signature. I don't want it to be non-bulky. But at the same time, I want it to look cute. I have some more back. Oh, yeah. Underneath me. Forgot all about this. I have a bunch of trims underneath because think I even have belly bands that I might want to stick in here. I think I want to stick one right here. A prettier one maybe. Add a little bit more, brings in that pink, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't know what I want. Ooh, I like this one. It's more geometric, but it's very pretty and adds to that like peachish color, but yeah. And it's all hand frayed. I try to fray it anyways. I mean, it is difficult to hand fray this stuff, but you can't tell. It is a little bit frayed. So, I can add them in to my signatures here, and I will not be putting necessarily my signature in front of you guys today, just because I want to pick out more of what I'm doing with this. I want to make sure my cover's done the way I want it to, because I'm thinking about sticking a hole in this, and I think that's what I'm going to do too, actually. Before I even get started, might as well get the hole in where I want it, so I don't go off and, that's the wrong book. The book I want is underneath here. There we go. If I stick it at the top now, the hole I want for my beautiful little doodads, because I want to, I think, stick a piece of string through it. And I'm going to go off and add, this is actually the string I was talking about. Make the whole tassel thing go through. So, just a little tassel, not a whole lot, but enough. And because of that string I had, or the thing I was using yesterday, which is actually in this bucket of mine that I've been using for ephemera, I think it's a good way of keeping track of my ephemera. Otherwise, at the current moment, I don't think I'd be able to keep track of it. And I have made some tags and stuff out in the living room this past week with the kids. Rosie was loving making her little tag while I was finishing up these junk journal covers today. Loving it. Sucking it up, the factor that she gets to craft with Mommy today. So, but I wanted to make sure I get this tassel in right away before I even start doing the journaling pages, because then that ain't going to get in the way, and then I'm not going to have to worry about fighting it. If I do the tassel now, it should be pretty easy. There we go. So then when it's time to put on maybe some doodads, which I do have doodads right here, actually. I was thinking about maybe one of these butterfly buttons. I more than love these cute little butterfly buttons. I think that's cute. But maybe I want a yellow one. That's weird. I think I like the yellow one a little bit better. And let's see what else I can find in my doodad box. Yeah, I got this off of AliExpress before I realized how bad AliExpress really was and heard about the Artie Mays stuff and everything. And once I watched the video that Gail put up about that, I'm like, eh. But you can get the same stuff off of Wish that you can get off of AliExpress, so. And it's the same exact stuff, same sellers, everything. And I don't like that idea either. Get the same things from different people. Or same people, I should say. Pink, white, and purple in there. I might just add a pink two to the flower and another purple one. That'd be kind of cool. I like that idea. This is what I'm working on today. And I might add tassel to the other ones, I might not. I don't know yet. But I do want to add tassel to this set, so. Just not wanting to be straight for me. I might not be able to use a butterfly. Oh, I might just put it on the cover. Yeah, I might have to use different kinds of buttons. It was a nice idea. I just don't want to work for me. Well, I suppose if I put it back on the thing, but I don't really feel like doing that, so. We're good. And I might just keep this with the cover here so I know where I'm sticking this stuff or thinking about sticking this stuff. So I'll be sewing this up today, getting it done, starting on my other journals. I think this one may be too long actually. So I'm just going to trim this up a little bit here.